Hey Sharks, my name is Sarah Apgar. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm the founder and CEO of FitFighter. I'm seeking $250,000 for 15% equity in the company. I'm an Iraq War veteran, women's rugby All-American from Princeton, volunteer firefighter, spouse of a West Point grad and fellow Army vet, and mom of 2 gorgeous little girls. Made in the USA from real fire hose, recycled steel shot, and brass grommets. The steel hose is both a free weight and a resistance tool. Steel hose system is a complete full body strength, power, and conditioning program. We can work basic strength for your everyday mission, hauling gear and kids. Train for rotational sports. And finally, grip strength for climbing, your golf swing, Robert, or the mayonnaise jar. All that without switching our tool, and safe for our floors, toddlers, and toes. Wow. Sharks, with your help, this product and training system will bring the strength and spirit of public service to households, training centers, and athletic fields nationwide, and turn every American watching into the next fit fighter.
Yes, I need to pause because that is incredible. Being able to flip around that weight and deliver your pitch. I mean, people like have trouble going out there and pitching in general, let alone going out there and flipping a weight around under the heat of the lights, under the pressure of the Sharks. Absolutely awesome. And thank you for your service, Sarah. It is greatly appreciated.
Wow. Yeah.
Fabulous. So the question is, are you ready too? Because I need a team. So it's your turn. If you'll stand up on your feet and join me, Sharks. Awesome. So you each have a steel hose set in front of you.
Just bragging. What are we to do with it? I can't do it with my head, but I'll try anything else. Well, if Mark's doing 35,
I didn't know that was going to happen. So what I want you to do is just stand strong and tall for me. And I want you to lift that above your head. It's going to feel a little different than weights you're used to. Put your arm out to the side.
It does feel different.
Okay? That one's going to be hard with the 35. Okay? And then final move, optional, underhand, and you're going to just give it a flip. There you go. Awesome job, Sharks. Your first steel hose move ever. Thank you so much. Love to talk. Love to talk.
He probably shouldn't have dropped it like that. But unlike you, who should be dropping comments below, like Sam, who says, awesome video. Hope you reach 10,000 subs and grow to 10 million subs soon. Absolutely love it. By the way, I got a real bell in the house to flip between the ding ding and the... So, love from India. Absolutely awesome. We are trying to stay safe here. I hope you stay safe over there in India. I hope the Sharks stay safe in this video because they're flipping around some weights. I hope they don't pull some muscles.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, Robert.
Why is the experience so positive? Because it does feel much more enjoyable than the weights. Why is that? That was so hard.
As I mentioned, it's made from real fire hose, and the original intent was to mimic a fire hose charged with water. When I joined my volunteer fire department, I noticed there was a gap between the fitness training in the gym and what really happened out there on the fire ground. The obvious place to start was how to mimic charged hose without pulling hose off the truck, charging it on the hydrant with water. Once we had prototyped this in the firehouse, I then went to the FDNY Training Academy, the premier institution for training in the world for firefighters. And I walked into the fitness director's office. I said, I've got something special for you to see. And there was a moment of magic. He immediately agreed, and the FDNY was my first major client on our fire service side. The ROTC scholarship was an option to pay tuition to Princeton. And so I left college and went straight into the military as a second lieutenant. And after 9 months of training, was on a charter aircraft to Mosul to support the 101st Airborne Division's reconstruction of northern Iraq. So I was a 23-year-old platoon leader, and my youngest soldier, I lost my youngest soldier under my command. He was 19 at the time. And I remember that night huddling my platoon up around me and kneeling down in the center. And I just thought, this is the moment. This is one of the most important moments of my life, that leadership moment to get us through. Vowed that I would always work to honor the memory of that soldier that I lost, And so I did my MBA, and I was also pregnant with my first baby girl. And I was feeling like this desire to have the camaraderie back. I thought that joining the local volunteer fire department would be a great way to just keep that thread of public service in my life.
Where did you find time to spend 2 years doing an MBA?
So I did my MBA at Tuck School of Business at Dartmouth.
You are such an underachiever.
You do women proud.
How much have you raised?
I launched the company with $210,000 in friends and family funding.
Okay.
And that's $50K of my own money. Also, importantly, in terms of the scalability of our business, I launched a production partnership with Sorinex Exercise Equipment in May. Sorinex is one of the largest and most well-respected exercise equipment manufacturers in the country and is a contract for the United States Army to provide the equipment for the new Army Combat Fitness Test. We have the perfect tool to train soldiers, so I intend to generate the enterprise value in this company by selling institutionally to the military, to the fire service.
Let's get into the business about what your distribution strategy.
First off, like, congrats, that is awesome. Being able to get your foot in the door with with a organization that can help you, rocket the, what you're doing is so. I mean, I don't want to say it's critical, but it's a huge boost to where you're headed when you're putting together, like, what am I going to do and how am I going to do it, right? Because $210,000 to develop a product like that, not a ton of money. But if you use it right and you have that opportunity to get in, in the door, foot in the door with the right people, all of a sudden it's just a game changer. So before Mr. Wonderful gets over there, I want to say, if you want to learn how to grow your sales, rocket your sales, go over to superjoepardo.com/rock and get my 5 proven methods in a PDF guide. You can get the link down below. And I got a special surprise sitting behind me towards the end of the video here. So make sure you hang out and watch that, because we're also going to go check out the website for the FitFighter. I keep wanting to say Flex. Maybe I got the Flex screen on the mind.
Yeah.
We had $45,000 in sales, proving the concept in the B2B market.
Who did you sell that to?
Last year, trainers, coaches, and small boutique
Okay, so
gyms.
you're talking about a variety of different markets there. So your $45,000 was for what period?
That was from July through the end of 2019.
That's all your sales all in?
That was all the sales all in,
okay.
correct.
Okay, so here we are in 2020.
So here we are, January 1st. I was lining up the Sorinex partnership so that we could be ready to scale to the future. And during this pandemic, that B2B market was effectively shut down completely. We decided, well, what looks to be the way that we can scale the company forward is to pivot and to build a home direct-to-consumer brand.
What are your sales since you made that pivot?
We immediately, in April and May timeframe, had $40,000 in sales.
Wow,
So in just those 10 weeks.
that's great.
And how did you get those customers?
what were you
did you
doing,
spend
videos?
digitally? Did you start trying different ads on Facebook?
We did. And when we did that, we launched an iOS app that has a 150 plus movement library that's developed by my training partners who are the best in the business.
You see Mark shaking his head, because as soon as you say the word app, apps are very expensive. It is not a cheap venture by any means, unless you're if you're a programmer and you know how to build an app, like ding ding, that's awesome. You go do you. But if you're not, it's a very expensive means to get there. And putting all those Facebook ads together, I'm willing to bet that she spent probably about $100,000 to put that app together. If not, maybe a little bit less, but I'm gonna guess around $100,000.
We launched also a live online training platform program.
charge for the
following
app?
you.
You charge for it?
I'm watching you. I'm in my home. I'm watching my video, and it's you doing it with me.
And what do I pay for that?
Right. So the app model is that it's a free download.
It's free.
So if I'm understanding correctly, the app is designed to create demand. And then you want people to download it for free so that they can order this from
Right.
you.
And then we do have a $19 a month option where you can also then have
And how many subscribers do you have for that?
complete workouts. We have 302.
So let's walk through, because there's a lot of bouncing around here.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yeah, So let's talk about that real quick. 302 is small. So one of the problems that comes with new exercise equipment in general, not just hers, because it's a weight. So people are they're familiar with the weight, but there's still that education process. Like, why is this different? Why should I do this? Why should I get that app? It's an education process, and education takes marketing, takes dollars, takes time to educate the market into what what it is that they want and want to see.
And I understand
I'm
that
trying to kind of pull
COVID,
it together here.
with COVID, right, everybody's reacting and trying to be agile, so I get that. But Sarah, you're all over the map, and you're not helping yourself with that, okay? You're drowning in opportunity. It's hard to be in a business and do one thing well. It's harder to be in a business and try to do multiple things. 1 minute you say you want to sell to firefighters and the Department of Defense. The next minute you have, live online and you're building your community. The next second you want to work through your trainers and everybody's working this together and you want to direct to consumer. You can't take on 15 battles and expect to succeed in any of them. Hopefully you'll get a deal because you need help.
She'll get a deal from Mark. I mean, he didn't say he was out, but look, I've done those bids with state official, through those state bids, government bids and stuff like that, and it's tough. It's tough, especially when you start talking about something that is there's an education process to it for the person that's writing that check to get it. It's not, to me, it's like, if you want to do a direct to consumer, start with the firefighters, firefighters at home that want to, they already get it, right? They understand that necessity of like, why am I working out with this weight? Why does this weight work? It feels like I'm moving the hose. It feels familiar to me. So I know what to expect. And then once you get that set up and structured, then you can start to go out there. You also might be able to get your foot in the door with some of the government side, where maybe you don't have to go into bids depending on how much money it is. If they're buying a weight set anyway for their fire department, maybe it's this weight set instead of like some other weight set that's out there. So I think that's really where she should focus. There's the barrier to education is so much lower than otherwise.
Sarah, you're all over the map. You can't take on 15 battles and expect to succeed in any of them. Hopefully you'll get a deal because you need help. Just going on the path that you're going, you are going to fail at this, right? So for those reasons, I'm out.
I had to go through the same pivot.
Yeah.
The digital pivot works.
Yeah.
And our sales are up 400% selling direct to consumers. But for me, I'm not going to invest because I'd be competing with myself in customer acquisition. I'm out.
The business side of it falls apart a little. When you came out, I said, oh my God, she is killing it. Let's a lot of these and use the subscription to somehow promote it. What I've learned in this industry is you got to move really fast. And if you haven't moved online already, I don't know if you can make that transition at this point. I'm out.
I think you have incredible potential. I think your presentation can become something that inspires people. I think you can do something really, really big, and it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of focus. I'm willing to take that journey with you because I'm just so inspired by your story. So I'm going to give you one of two offers, depending on whether Lori wants to join me.
Okay.
If she wants to join me, you get 2 sharks, 30% for $250,000.
Would you offer her
30%? Okay, so I just said 25%, 30% for $250,000, which I don't know what percentage she actually owns, since she raised all that money out of the gate from friends and family. I don't know. She might own. Maybe she owns 80% of the company. 30% is a healthy chunk to give up, unless it's for the 2 sharks. Then they get 15%. So I think that I don't think it's bad. I think it. Daniel could help her with her marketing, as well as getting her into gyms and things where the Kind Bar is already there. Love Kind Bar. They're great. So let's see if Lori's on board.
What would you offer her if it was just you alone?
25% myself.
Sarah, I'm not going to join Daniel on the offer. I feel that he's a partner that can bring a lot to the table for you. I think it's a better deal for you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm out.
Okay, so
Sarah, you have an offer
Okay.
over here.
25% for $250,000. I think that's a generous number given where you're at in terms of dollars, but knowing where you're gonna head.
Yeah, because remember, her sales are not through the roof. I mean, she had a good pivot out, in 10 months, $45,000, which is, again, great, admirable. But it's still small potatoes in the fitness market. There's a huge education barrier, and she's got a battle to wage through with educating the markets and getting really focused on where she is. And if you're trying to figure out where you want to be focused in, I'm actually running a free webinar on how to build your perfect avatar for your perfect customer. Go over to superjoepardo.com/webinar. And it's a free workshop. It'll be taking place Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, I believe. So superjoepardo.com/webinar. Go check that out to build your perfect customer.
Yeah. I'm super grateful. So I'd like to counter at $250,000 for 20%, and it's a done deal. And
I respect the toughness of your counter, but the answer is no.
Co-captain Daniel Abetsky. With a partner like Daniel, we can build a strategy for the future.
Let's check out her website right here. Sign up. Get 10% off your first order. Find your inner steel. So as people know, I love faces on websites, and this is showing lots of faces, both women and men, learning to do the education process. Like, what is this thing? How do I use it? Well, it's showing you right here. I look at that, Bruce Willis standing over there. It's showing you how to use it. So you get the 15-pound, 5-pound, 10-pound, 25-pound, or a gym set. Let's see, what's a 15-pound weight we're gonna run? $85, and that includes a $10. So it's $75 plus $10 for the monthly, per month on-demand live workout videos. I'm somewhat interested in this. I don't really like working with weights too much. I have a handful of them, but I don't really care for them. And if you get 10% off, that's $850. $850 off, or well, at $750 if it's only off the $75. But yeah, it looks like they've gotten a ton of press here. I was just curious if they have, if there was any reviews anywhere. Where's the reviews? Let's see, showing you how to use them. They have the coaching team. There you go. What our community says: great tools for home use, better than I imagine. These things rock. Now, it doesn't look like they're selling on Amazon, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Real quick, let's just check out their Instagram, their Facebook, their YouTube. They have a Vimeo account, of all things. 25 videos on Vimeo. Huh. Pretty cool. Looks like they have 9 followers there, so not big on Vimeo. 509 subscribers, so they're doing some videos. Instagram is where it's at. 5,000. Pretty good looking grid. They got lots of faces. Again, ding ding for the faces. And on Facebook, they are. Oh, it's a public group. Only 58 members though, huh? I guess it's a free. Is this a free? Join the community. Yeah, I mean, Facebook groups are better. I mean, when you look at the interactions, that engagement that you get off of a Facebook group versus a page, definitely better. I mean, this could be better, but it's hitting 36 people. There's only 58 people in the whole group, so that is doing really well. And you know what else is doing really well? Me, because I got some merch finally that came in, the Super Entrepreneur merch. This is the hat, the dad hat with an adjustable strap, that is out now over at yoursupergear.com, along with the Super Entrepreneur t-shirts, high quality, really soft, great t-shirts. I love wearing, like, really soft, high quality t-shirts, and that's what I wanted to make sure that they were all. And we got the ding ding in the house. Just like fall on my face here. So I absolutely am very happy with the way they all came out. Shout out to Larry Roberts for helping getting the logo and stuff set up here for the Super Entrepreneur hat and the Ding Ding shirt. And I also have a Mic Dropper shirt over at yoursupergear.com. It's always a pleasure to be doing these videos. It's a pleasure to be getting comments like Sam out in India. Thank you so much for watching, Sam. Thank you so much for commenting. Make sure that you are commenting below and you're smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I have some videos, some Shark Tank review videos coming up for Truffle Shuffle and Cousins Maine Lobster. So make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss those, as well as an interview with the Truffle Shuffle team. Looking forward to that in the near future, in the coming weeks here. So I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.